Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Thank you so much for clicking here, and I hope you are well. Happy Wednesday. It's middle of the week. The Friday is 2 days away, right? The weekend's almost upon us, which is good. And so I'm glad you clicked here. Thank you so much for clicking here. This is going to be your reading for the week ahead. Also, Pisces, please know that I've set up a live. We're going to go live on Saturday, the 29th. And yeah, I'm going to be doing free readings there, free 5-minute readings. So if you'd like to show up, I've set it up for 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever that is in your time zone. All right. So we're going to get a couple of the Sacred Traveler cards here. For you Pisces, by the way, I'm your Pisces sister. I'm 2 fishes in my moon sign. So whether it comes up Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, for you, it's in my moon. All right. Here we go. But solitude, spending time by yourself. In silence, peace prevails. Why do you need peace? In silence, peace prevails. You're alone. It's like the Hermit card, right? Somebody is trying to find peace in solitude. Breaking trail. Okay, so I feel with breaking trail showing up, it says a breakthrough is at hand. I feel like your angels and guides have sent you into hermit mode. And whilst you're there, I feel like you are going to have a breakthrough. I feel like you're the trail blazer. You're breaking new ground here. This is a place you've never been. You can see all the overgrowth, right? This is a place you've never been, something you've never done before. And I feel like this time in solitude is the power up before you move forward into whatever is going down pretty soon. Here it says, clear the past, heal the present. Yes, in solitude. I feel that's what you're working toward. I feel like you're working toward the healing, learning from the past so you can heal in the present. And I feel like that is the ground that you're breaking here, this breakthrough that's at hand. What is this about, though? What is this breakthrough about? Why is Pisces in solitude? You don't have to be hidden away in a locked room, you know what I mean? It can be just solitary time, right? Trail walking by yourself, going for a jog, you know, whatever it is you like to do to relax. All right. Time for a nap. Right? Solitude, you might as well nap while you're there. Time for a nap. Yeah, again, I think it's saying that, you know, the rest that you're taking right now, Pisces, is really necessary. You need to take more rest. You're not taking very good care of yourself. Or if you are taking good care of yourself, I feel like that continues while you're in solitude and you know that it's time for a nap. You're going to learn something from your dreams. That's why you're supposed to take a nap. Record your dreams if you can. If you can get into REM sleep, I feel like you're supposed to learn something there. I see the little fox, right, that's on the moon. And so I feel like that's the little, you know, foxes are incredibly smart. They're really smart. And they're very communicative. We have card number 24, which is 6, right? This could very well be a download about a soulmate. It is air. Maybe it's time to go. You're trying to make a contemplation. You're contemplating leaving somewhere. And it could be a job. It could be a relationship. Yeah. Interesting enough, I have a deck where stars are pentacles, and there's 7 pentacles, or 7 stars on this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pentacles. Time for a nap. Okay. All right, let's keep looking here. Let's go to the tea leaves. Just a little more oracle energy, and then we'll get into the tarot. Here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what else is going on here. A breaking trail after a time in solitude. It's time for a nap. I feel like you're tired. I feel like it's saying you just need to spend time with you. That maybe you're working too much, or, you know, maybe you're a parent with children, and when you're not working in or outside the home, you're dragging the kids around to this thing and that thing and the other thing. Plus you're trying to do a thing, right? Sometimes it just gets so hectic that you can't hear what is really important. I feel like you're supposed to be having a breakthrough of sorts, and that's why you're being sent into solitude by your angels and guides, I feel. We have Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insecure. A feather. It might be a breakthrough about this person. Yeah. This person who hasn't been the most dependable person in your life. And you were hoping that they were more sincere than that, but I think you may find out otherwise. That might be part of your breakthrough. Maybe the breakthrough is, I'm just tired of healing from people, right? People who aren't on my side, people who are insecure within themselves and pour it on you. Maybe it's time to just check out for a bit, get into the solitude, time for a nap, right? And then we have Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. So if we are looking at someone who is undependable and insecure, I feel like you overcome that. Overcoming a problem. Building a bridge, right? Maybe you end up building a bridge with this person. But I feel like the breakthrough might be about that. You're going to be able to overcome something, and that's why you're being sent into solitude here. Or being told that, you know, looks like in this reading that you should be resting more. Then we have the Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Interesting. You know, the thing is this, and I just want to say, because sometimes we allow people, Pisces, as we are Pisces, sometimes we allow it depending on the moon and the rising. Sometimes we allow others to take advantage of us, of our kindness. They see our kindness as a weakness, some of them, and they try and play on that, right? And maybe you're listening too much to the voices of others, and it's time for that breakthrough. It's time for you to break trail. It's time for you to break trail and do the things that you want to do. Say the things you want to say, and if people want to follow you over the damn bridge, let them follow you. But if they don't want to, you can't make them. I feel like you're coming to terms with something while you're in solitude, and it's exhausting. This whole thing has been exhausting for you. Let's look at the bottom here. We've got the Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. All right. All right, Pisces, what else do we have for you here? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You're gonna have this breakthrough, and whether it's about a person, yeah, it looks like it might be about a person, someone you know is undependable and insincere, or you feel that they are. I feel like you are going to have a breakthrough. You're going to successfully overcome this problem and stop wandering and following. I think it's time for you to become a leader. It's time for you to get away from the noise. Go to the solitude. Take care of self. Confusion and a little bit of overwhelm, right? Emotionally. Why are they being like this? Why is this person not dependable? Why aren't they there when I need them, but I always show up for them, but they don't show up for me? Confused about the way someone's treating you. Knight of Swords. Should I cut them out? Should I call them? Try and make communication about this heavy situation? Is it time to cut them out, or should I try and verbalize it? We're sending in, these knights are brave. They go in with a lot of words, especially this Knight of Swords, right? This Knight of Swords is someone who's very brave, who's going to speak their truth. I feel like the Knight of Swords has the sword pointing down, which means it's not going to be terrible, but I feel like you need to be honest about your emotions and how you're feeling about a situation that you have not yet had the breakthrough for. Maybe some of you have, I'm just saying. Maybe some of you know exactly what's going on here. I don't know if you want to, if you deal with a Sagittarius, but I feel like I just read for Sag and that card was in the upper right hand corner trying to make a decision. It is going to be time for you to make a decision, and that decision may break your heart, right? 1 and 2 is 3. So that decision may break your heart. It may make you feel overwhelmed emotionally to make this decision. I think it's to do with this person who's not been dependable and they've been quite insincere. King of Wands. That's someone you're... Okay. Oh, you're waiting for someone to show up. That's what it is. 6 of Cups. There we go. You're waiting for the soulmate to show up. Right? That's what it looks like here, Pisces. Waiting for the soulmate to show up. So I feel like you think that the King of Wands has a lot of options. And that makes you feel overwhelmed. Now, the King of Wands hasn't shown up for you, I feel. Has not shown up for you in times when you need this person. And that confuses you. It emotionally confuses you because this person presents as one way and they act another. Their actions and their words do not match. The King of Wands is the action. But I feel like the King of Wands is the one you're thinking, should I cut the king out before the king cuts me out? Because I feel like this person's just coming to break my heart anyway. They've been breaking my heart over and over. And it says here, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble and aimlessly. I think that's a little bit harsh, but nonetheless, the wheel does go round and round, right? Maybe it's time for you to have the breakthrough and stop going through the same cycles with this person, or going through the same cycles in your head if you haven't seen this person. I feel like the King of Wands is the person that you're in love with. The King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And I do believe, like I said, that decision, I think it was in Sagittarius's reading. Nonetheless, we have the Lovers, who's Gemini, and we have Judgment, which is Pisces and Virgo for me. Going over the details, and then the resurrection or the reconciliation. So I feel that you've been waiting for someone to make communication, for someone to come toward you, tell you what's going on, cut through the bullshit, right? The 7 of Cups is the overwhelming emotion. When is this person coming through? Cut me out. Quit torturing me. That's what it feels like. Stop torturing me in love. Cut me out. Break my heart. Do what you're going to do. Just take action and do it. I feel like you kind of welcome the Judgment, but I honestly feel like you welcome the Judgment card not because of any need to see this person. I feel it's because you just want to be able to be honest with this person and make a decision about whether to cut them out or not. You want to see if they're still interested. They've disappointed you over and over, I feel, though. This person could be someone who is a friend, right? They could be a friend or a lover. For some of you, it is going to be someone who you have deep affection for, who is someone you've known for a long time, which could be a friend. It could be a soulmate. We've got the 6 of Cups, but we also have the Lovers here. I feel like this is a very, very deep connection if it's love. And I feel like that's why you're waiting before you cut them out. You're trying to think about what decision to make. Do I cut them out first before they cut me out, before I get their messages? What do I do? Do I just block everything? Right? All right. What else we got here? The soulmate is single. For those of you who are wondering, they have ended a major chapter. Maybe it's you, but I don't think it is. I feel like your person has either been divorced, sold a house, someone passed away, like it's a major change in their life. 9 of Pentacles tells me that they became single because of that. And this person might realize that they are your soulmate. All right. Let's look at Kipper. Let's look at Kipper Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. Poverty and bad health. The king could be taking a hit in the income department. Yeah, you've not been getting anything from this king. You've been in poverty with this overwhelming energy, right? The heart space is full and you don't know what to do with it. And you feel like this person doesn't want to start again. 3 and 7 is 1, right? We have to start over again, but we have to get through this poverty part of it first, which means conversation, messages need to come. We need to talk about whether or not we're gonna be connected in the, face to face in the 3D, or whether we're just going to keep feeling this connection. There's bad health here. It could be mental, physical, spiritual, but we have someone who feels like they require balance. When they're not in balance, they feel impoverished, like they can't get anything done, can't think about anything. I really feel like if you do want to cut this person out, it's for reasons of self-preservation. That's what it feels like. You no longer want to feel in poverty, because poverty can be about money, but it not always is, right? You can feel impoverished in many ways. And solitude, right? Time to take a nap, bad health. You're working too much, you're thinking too much. There's something that you're doing to excess, Pisces, and I feel like it's running your health down. And when you run your health down, you're going to catch something, right? So be careful to vibrate above, the highest that you can, so you don't get sick. I feel it's a warning that a decision could be good or bad for you. Make the right decision. It could put you in bad health. Yeah. This relationship, if it is a relationship at all, I feel like it's love and connection, but I don't know if it's a relationship, but I feel it's in bad health, because it feels like no communication. There isn't anything here to say that there's communication here. I feel like there is maybe communication coming, but I don't think that there has been the greatest of communication about this situation here. The decision that you have to make about cutting somebody out or letting somebody in, it's going to hurt either way. I feel like there's two choices. Like you have a choice between two for some of you, and I feel like the third sword tells me that it could break your heart either way. That one of these people you're going to have a reunion with. The other person, I think you're not going to be able to get them out of your energy. It might be the king, but it could be someone else. There's a choice here, right? Could be a Pisces, could be a Virgo, could be a Gemini. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. We've got the privileged lady. Someone sees your worth. Pisces. Why do we have poverty here, please? Tell Pisces about the poverty. It feels like there is something that's holding this whole situation back. It could be that the King of Wands is experiencing some money issues. Tell me about the poverty. Okay, someone's feeling in poverty. It feels like someone is trying to stop the change. Someone identifies with these burdens. Bad health. Sometimes when someone is sick for a long period of time, like years, when you ask them how they are, they tend to identify as their illness. So when you're actually asking, how you doing? What have you been up to lately? They're going to go on about, I have this ailment, I have that ailment, I have that ailment, because they see themselves as the disease. I feel like somebody needs to drop those burdens because it's making them feel like they're in poverty. Someone doesn't want to drop the burdens because they feel like these medical issues or spiritual issues or whatever they are, whatever the bad health is, that it makes them special or different from everyone else. It's almost like carrying around these 10 wands without putting them down is a bit of martyrism. I'm just saying. It's a bit of being a martyr, right? It's like, treat me special because I'm always ill. Maybe you are ill, and maybe I'm absolutely and completely wrong, but it feels like somebody who's been either ill for a long time, whether it's physical, mental, or spiritual, whatever it is carrying around those burdens and feels impoverished because of them. It could be the king. That could be a delay. The hermit here is somebody who's been not feeling very well. So someone who's trying to go over the details, right? Someone who's taken taken themselves away from society essentially and is trying to figure it out on their own, trying to find their light. Pisces, I think it's you. And you could be the one who's in bad spiritual health. And maybe that's why you've gone into self-preservation mode here. Just listening for a moment. Yeah, you've got to drop these burdens here. They're really hard on you. It's time to go into the solitude, right? We were just talking about the hermit. Time to go into solitude and figure it out. It's time to heal. Yeah. And that's exactly what the hermit's doing, right? Not talking to anybody. And I see the Four of Swords the same. I see the Four of Swords as communications and connections. I'm going over them. I'm thinking about what I should say or what I should do, but I'm not really communicating with anyone. This is kind of a solitude or solitary sort of energy as I see it. And same with the hermit mode. So I feel like the burdens have gotten really heavy and they've made you ill, made you sick, whether it's spiritually, mentally, physically. And I feel like they make you feel impoverished. Also understand that I feel like the king isn't making any decisions because the Ten of Wands is in reverse and because there's poverty here. The king's not making any decisions on this situation, but I feel like you've been waiting for the king. Two of Wands, right? Wanting to go to the crossroads, wanting to find out what's on the other path because I'm not happy where I am. I'm not happy sitting here waiting for this. Do I cut this king out before he cuts me out? What do I do? What are we doing in the future here? Do I let this king come around again? Do we talk about this? Are we soulmates? Are we lovers? Yeah, I feel like you're going to have to cut somebody out. It starts with an apology. I feel this king comes in, brings the apology, or just cracks open the door a very little bit to put their toe in the water to see if, take your temperature, see what's going on. Are you hot? Are you cold? All right. This person's going to tell you that they've become unattached. They've been released from a situation. They may have been wishy-washy with you, not dependable, feeling insecure. This King of Wands could be somebody who was not contacting you, who was not speaking with you because they were in another thing. I feel like this person's going to tell you, sorry for the delay, but I was attached. I was attached to someone else, and I'm no longer attached. Seven of Wands. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This person is not apologizing for the reasons that they were away. They're apologizing that they were away for so long and that it was silent between you. So they're not apologizing for the obstacles and how long it took them, but they are really serious about you. Four of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This person is ready to close a cycle with you. They no longer want the silence and the arguing and all that kind of stuff. They don't want this silence anymore. It's been keeping them up at night, and they're trying to heal from that, right? There's a lot of healing going on in this reading. And Queen of Cups, they're coming in to tell you that they have feelings for you, deep emotions. Deep emotions. They may even offer you a cup. They've come to the knowledge that you are their person, and this is the person you're waiting for. So you have a decision to make, right? Are you going to be with this person? Are you going to let them in? Are you going to allow them in, Pisces? Because there's a whole lot of silence going on here. I think the king is needing to drop burdens too, and that could be, the unattachment, right? He's becoming unattached and is no longer in fear of coming forward, but is standing ground like, I'm sorry, I can't tell you that I'm sorry because of the delay, or I can't tell you that I'm sorry that it took so long, but I can tell you that I'm sorry for the delay. Sorry, not sorry. You might live a distance from this king. This king could be a young king. This could be a young masculine. I always say the King of Wands is masculine and feminine. We all have both of those energies, right? This person could also live at a distance from you, but I think that they've kind of clued into the fact that you're the soulmate. And I think they want to make you part of their family. They may have to travel to see you. They've just ended something that was short term. Yeah. So they're no longer attached, right? ended something that was short term. So I feel like you could be dealing, if you are the feminine, dealing with the courting man, the professional male, and if this could be you, right? Absolutely could. All right, Pisces, I'm going to go. I hope that was something you wanted to hear. If it is, please let me know in the comments. I love to play in the comments, and I don't hear enough from you. So please get in the comments. If you're interested in a private read, please know I still have spots open over on Wizio. Hope to see you Saturday on our live. Love you guys. I'm out.